And welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to Forge FC versus Vancouver Whitecaps FC Canadian Championship 2025 semifinal leg 1. We are ready to go. Second leg is a month and 3 days from now on September 16th. But first of all, we got to see who's going to have the advantage going into that second leg at BC Place. Forge hosting this first leg tonight. Should be an interesting night. The other semifinals, Vancouver FC, the CPL side, versus Atletico Ottawa. But we are ready to go. We are here. We're going to have some fun, I would presume. See where the 90 minutes goes. See where the 90 minutes goes. Hopefully Forge holds on tight. September 16th is just to make sure, is a Tuesday. We'll be live for the second leg, don't worry. No matter how hopeless this looks. Starting 11s are as follows for Forge. In goal, we have Yasim Kolalat. The back four, Rezart Rama, Daniel, Alessandro Hojabrapur, Marko Jeramovic. Midfield 2, Alexander Akinyoti Janssen, Kyle Becker. The attacking midfield 3 of David Chouanier, Tristan Borges, Nana Mpoma. And up top, we have Brian Wright. For Vancouver Whitecaps, in goal, we have Isaac Bemer. The back four, Eddie Aracampo, Tristan Blackman, Bjorn Utvik. We have Tate Johnson. The midfield 3 of JC Ngondo, Ralph Priso, Sebastian Berhalter. And the front 3 of Daniel Rios, Brian White, and Jaden Nelson. There is no Thomas Muller yet. He'll play on the weekend probably. Forge wearing orange. Forge wearing orange, and Vancouver wearing their blue and gold. They have heavily rotated. I wouldn't say heavily rotated, but they've rotated a good bit. They've heavily rotated their bench. Yeah. I mean, I totally understand that, man. I totally understand that. I get it. I understand the feeling. Penalty shootouts aren't fun. Trust me, I've learned that very obviously. I very obviously learned that. But we'll see how this goes. How we doing, Henry? Our second stream of the day and second review of the day once this game's over. We'll be doing the Forge match. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Be very interesting, I would say. It'll be very interesting, I say. I just hope Forge keeps it close. Just keep it close. See what they could do with it. That's interesting. But here we go. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Forge FC versus Vancouver Whitecaps. How we doing, Dillon? Forge playing their first leg of the semifinal. The second leg is September 16th. Hopefully they could take a positive result into that second leg. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but, well, I would hope they finish higher than that. Center ref, Yusri Rudolph. CPL versus MLS. Jules Anthony Vilsant, TFC. I think he's a damn good striker. Dude's got a lot of potential. So getting rid of Matty Longstaff or somebody who has the potential of Vilsant, that's a good move. Starting 11 for Forge. Kololat, Jaramovic, Akinyota Janssen, Daniel Rama, Becker, Hojabrapur, Borges, Chouanier, Wright, and Poma for Forge. Vancouver Whitecaps. Babuli on the bench for Forge. Cisse on the bench. There's a couple of players on the bench that are can be very useful. How we doing, Winvo? Forge wearing orange, Vancouver wearing blue and gold. By blue and gold, I mean the Rams St. Louis version of blue and gold. Midnight blue and dark gold. Vancouver Whitecaps. Bemer, Johnson, Utvik, Blackman, Ocampo, Ngondo, Priso, Berhalter, Nelson, White, and Rios. No Ryan Gould. No Thomas Muller. Yep. So if it's on Galasso, maybe I'll throw it on. I don't know. Let's see. When does it start? 6:30. Yeah. We'll keep attention to the score. Rijeka beat Shelbourne to make the group stage of Europa. The first 2 goals were bombs. Well, that's good to hear. Can Forge make an upset? It's on CBS Sports Network. Okay, so we can't throw it on. Here we go, Forge. Playing to try to make the final and host the final. If they do somehow win this tie, Forge will host the final. The winner of this tie hosts the final during the Can Champ. Forge can host the final if they win this tie. And if they do that, I think they would probably win the final. Well, also, if you put away Vancouver, you should be able to win the final. But either way, Vancouver to kick off. 90 minutes to see where it stands going into September 16th at BC Place. The first of 180 minutes, the first 90 of the 180 minutes of this tie, playing forward, and they tried to be very just send it. Okay, got it. 0-0. Forge and Vancouver. Vancouver, of course, has went back to back to back. 22, 23, 24. They've won 3 straight Voyagers Cups. Forge looking to make their second final, but their first real final. They did make the 2020 final, but it was basically COVID reasons. They won the CPL. They made the Can Champ final. Toronto won the Canadian group in MLS. They made the final. This is the first real tournament. If Forge makes the final, this would be their first real tournament final made from a tournament perspective. Of course, they made the semifinals last year playing Toronto and lost on away goals. Yeah. And then Toronto lost to Vancouver on penalties during the final, which helped Vancouver complete their three-peat. Cross in. Header. Wide. Yep. Central American games on Tubi tonight. 3 games tonight. 2 on Tubi, 1 on FS+. Yep. We'll keep an eye on that score as well. At least the early score. Hold on. Thank you very much. For Central American Cup, we'll keep an eye on the Sporting and Dirion score, at least for the first half. But then again, of course, this game will be over. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll talk about the full scores tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Over the top, Brian Wright, offside. How we doing, Jimmy? That's going to get confusing. Brian Wright and Brian White. This is going to get confusing. This is going to get confusing. I don't know about if it's me or you, but it's going to get confusing for somebody. It's going to get confusing for somebody. Yeah, probably. With that being said, playing forward, here comes the Whitecaps. Good tackle. But here's a shot saved by Kolalot. Oh, no. Almost got pressed by Jaden Nelson. Not a good place to be. Out for a throw. 3 minutes in. Forge has shown pretty well so far. Hasn't been a great match, but How we doing, Alex? 4th minute. Hell, in 2025, who even knows? With that being said, 4 minutes in. That's going to go out for a goal kick. How we doing? Come on. Forge hasn't been so bad. How would they do? Wrexham would win the CPL. I think Forge is a damn good team, but Wrexham is just... Honestly, any version of Wrexham, since McElhaney and Reynolds took over, would probably win the Canadian Premier League. But certainly what they are now, yeah, they would win it. They're in the freaking EFL Championship. Like, that's crazy. Like, they're in the EFL Championship. What makes you think that they wouldn't win the Canadian Premier League? That wouldn't be fair. Do you want Garnacho? I mean, not really. I mean, we got Tyreek George, Gittins, Neto. Cole Palmer can play the wing if he needs to. I don't think we need him. Over the top. Here comes Brian Wright, but that's going to get to Bemer. I don't know. I'd rather just Tyreek George plays minutes. Damn. Hit with FFP2, you mean? Damn. Akinyoti Janssen. Like, honestly, I'd rather just Tyreek George play the minutes that Garnacho would play. I don't know. If you've been watching, they honestly leaked the fact her album was going to come out on the podcast because somebody leaked the album. I already knew. Speaking of, what do you know? There's the orange right there. What do you know? The Life of a Showgirl, that's what it was called, yeah? It's been known for like 2 days. That shit got leaked before the podcast episode even came out through their Instagram, of course, because somebody leaked the damn album, or at least the info of the album. So they got ahead of it. They got ahead of it. I didn't say that exactly. I mean, for Chelsea, or for Toronto, I mean, we need a striker. I mean, Jamie Vardy couldn't be that bad. Our luck, he'd be too old. Our luck, he'd be too old. 7 minutes in. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Toronto, though. Are you saying that because they could, or saying that because Real Madrid might just get hit with FFP and Betis? Cross in. Shot. What? He should have just shot it, not crossed it. That was foolish. Concussion. He had a concussion, and I guess he still has post-concussion symptoms to an extent, to where he's trying to stay careful to not get another concussion. I don't think he had a Petr Cech type situation. As a center back, I don't think he could come back from that. Must be a past head injury, yeah. 8 minutes in. Nine minutes in, Forge. 0-0. They actually are doing pretty solid. I think he's trying to say hammers. I think he's trying to say hammers. I think he's talking about Forge. I think that's what he's trying to say. I guess he's going text to speech. Respect. Here's a chance. Forge! Go! 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 Goal for Forge! And Palma makes them pay for their mistake. Nana Palma scores the goal, and it's 1-0 for the Hammers. 1-0. Wow. Forge has the lead. Ball thrown in by Jaramovic. Headed down. Nobody's there, and Ampolma slots it home. Utvik with a horrible header, and Ampolma's right there to make them pay. Boom. Definitely the start they wanted. Yeah. Nana Ampolma scores the goal for Forge, and that's a clean goal. There's no VAR here anyway. 9th minute. It's only been 9 minutes? Brian White blocked away. Clear the damn ball. Chipped over the top. Corner. One 0. Forge deserved that. Let's be honest. They've been playing pretty well. Getting a start like that, we'll take it. Always got to watch Brian White. Yep, you do. But at least they got away with that one. Corner. Forge is the better side. So far, you know what? I would agree. Header. Vancouver's kind of fallen off recently, I got to say. They started hot, but they've cooled off a little bit. They're still good. Don't get me wrong. But the Vancouver, I feel like Berhalter's getting a goal. Oh, yeah, away goals don't count anymore in this tournament. Okay. As long as we win. That's fine. 12th minute. Hojabrapur. I mean, Vancouver has cooled off a little bit. They're still good. but they're not as good as they were when they made the Champs Cup run. Flamengo versus Internacional. Nah, it's Italian. Flamengo Internacional. That should be a good game. Flamengo Ganador. I think. Flamengo would win for sure. 13 minutes in. Cruzeiro. My Cruzeiro. Oh, they did do well in Sudamericana last year, didn't they? Ontario. Hamilton Forge, Ontario. Vasco da Gama and Corinthians, says Winvo. I don't exactly... I mean, the way Forge is playing, yeah, I would believe it. I think Forge could get past the first round in CONCACAF Champions Cup. If you give them a team they can beat, actually a beatable team, whether that be MLS or Mexican, yeah, I think they can. Sadly enough, if they win the CAN champ and qualify through that, they'd still be in the second pot of the prelim round, because the prelim round is where the CAN champ winners go, but by CONCACAF ranking is where the draw is ranked. So it's not that aggregate score, whatever, that they used to have before the Champs Cup era. It's not based on the slot value like it used to be. Like CAN champ used to be in the first pot of the Champions Cup draw when it was due to the slot value. Now, of course, that's not the case anymore. It's based on the team's CONCACAF ranking instead of the slot value. 14th minute, 1-0. I think they make the playoffs. I think Forge could handle the EFL championship. I really do. If Forge went full Toronto Wolfpack, streets won't forget, and went into the EFL leagues, I think Forge could make the championship pretty easily. And honestly, I think they would do sort of a Wrexham. I think they would get promoted from League 2 pretty easily. I think they would do pretty well in League 1 and get promoted the first year, get to the championship, either consolidate or go to the playoffs in the first year. I legitimately believe they can make the playoffs in the championship. I really do. I believe they could do that. That's a 1v1. You could say, but you said Wrexham would win the CPL. The only team that could probably beat them is Forge. But is Forge going to win every other game plus the Wrexham games? I don't think Wrexham would slip. Forge, I'm not sure. I said both teams would score. I bet on that. Okay. I can speak. I know how to say words in Brazilian. I'm not, or Portuguese. I know how to say words in Portuguese, how to say them correctly. I'm not really good at building sentences in Portuguese. At least I know the dialect, though, so to speak. 16th minute. I know I got to learn like 5-6 languages completely. Brazilians love their football. I didn't say it was difficult. I'm just saying I need to learn more Portuguese besides knowing the dialect. That's all I was saying. I didn't say it was difficult. Maybe others have said that, but I didn't say it was difficult. Free kick for Vancouver. Free kick for Vancouver, 17th minute. Berhalter taking the free kick. He might score here. Eh. 17th minute free kick. How we doing, Rory? Over the top. Header. Good clearance. Get it completely clear? No, they did not. Oh, no. Shot. Header. Goal. It is a goal for Vancouver, and it's 1-1. Tristan Blackman with a header. That was close, but Tristan Blackman ties it up. One. Just barely onside. But there's no VAR anyway. Over top. Dude's obviously offside. Come on. I wish there was VAR. I feel like that'd be overturned on VAR. Udvik with a cross and Blackman with a header. He's obviously offside, but no VAR, so it's 1-1, 18th minute. Amazing start for Forge, but they let that one up too easily. It is Vancouver, though. I mean, I'm not too surprised. At least the away goals. Away goals are not a thing in this tournament anymore. And they go straight to penalties if tied after 90 or after 180 if the aggregate's tied. But either way, it's out for a throw. Forge deserved better than that. And honestly, I think they got screwed. And frankly, I think they just got screwed. Frankly, I think that header was offside. The play, at least. But, you know. Here's a cross. th minute. One 20th minute. Throw in for Forge. Man, VAR needs to be used. Has there ever been a Portuguese player in the MLS? There have been, I would say, for sure. Both Brazilian and Portuguese. Both Brazilian and Portuguese players, yeah. I think in both cases. Probably hard to find a Portuguese player, but Evander, Brazilian. Da Costa, #21st minute. Playing forward. Nani? Yep. He was in MLS, yes. Well, yeah, no, there is a real Portuguese player as well. A Portuguese player, my bad. Real doesn't sound right. Portuguese. Nani. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Real wasn't. Either way. Real wasn't the best choice of words, but Brazilian, Portuguese, and Portugal, Portuguese. There we go. Yeah, there you go. There's been both in MLS. Probably more Brazilians than Portugal, but, you know, that would make sense. CONMEBOL and CONCACAF is right next to each other. We're back. It's out for a corner. Korean League. The Korean League has a chair. Yeah, they do as well. Also, Qatar. Corner. Qatar also naturalizes them. I think China did that too, actually. Cross in. Punched away, headed away. We're really... Forge is shaky a bit, but that'll be a goal kick. Pedro Santos. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pedro Santos for the crew, yes. Streets won't forget, even though I almost did. Dude was solid, though, actually. Dude was solid. Cross in. That's out for a corner. João Klaus, Brazilian. Artur, Brazilian, yes. How good are Southeast Asian countries in football? Not that good. 25th minute. João Moutinho, yep. Well, Portugal, Portuguese, yeah. João Moutinho. Like, not the one who was on the Portuguese national team, but I think they're both. That's out for a throw for Forge. I think they're both Portuguese, Portugal, Portuguese. Both Moutinhos. Dude, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. At least the MLS version. At least the MLS version of them. Shot saved. The national team guy I've heard, but the MLS one, I should put it like this. I've heard the name normally being talked about, the national team guy. I haven't heard the MLS guy in freaking Jesus Christ. It's been a couple of years. Been a good couple of years. Either way, 26 minute. Out for a goal kick. Anthony Brazil came from Portuguese League, came to Portland. Ah, yes. Anthony Alves. Giles now in Poland. Poland! I mean, that's something, I guess. 1-1. Something, I guess. I mean, Italy to Poland is a drop-off, though. '28th minute. Heard Lewandowski is considering going to Man United. That's a waste of time. If Barca somehow wasn't a waste of time, Man United certainly will be. You failed. I want to go to Man United. What? How high are you? What crack are you smoking? Do you have an 8-ball? Do you have an 8-ball? He must have smoked an 8-ball. Thinking that was a good idea. This ain't hell. Even 10 years ago, 12 years ago. You dumb. You dumb. You want to go to Man United? You dumb. Didn't he almost go to United before Barca? I don't remember that. It's not something I remember. I don't exactly remember that. '29th minute. Agreed. Right, because he knows he'd start there. Oh, yeah, he did. He did do that. 29th minute. Goal for Vancouver. It's 2-1. The Vancouver Whitecaps score. Brian White, you just knew he would. 2-1. Damn it. Well, that's probably the game then. And the tie. 2-1 Vancouver. Played back. Blackman gets the assist or plays it to Nelson, who Brian White's right there to tap it in. Of course. Why'd we have to get the hard tie? That's what happens when you get screwed. That first goal was offside, obviously, but 29th minute, 1-2. Away goals don't count. That's the good news. The bad news is Forge needs to score to at least have any sort of chance to advance when it comes to the second leg. That's a free kick the other way, and if this is a red card, they might be cooked. No, it's a yellow. Okay. We can deal with that. It was going to be a card for sure, but 30th minute. Yep. So it's been a month. Amazing for Chelsea. 1-2. This is going to be something. Uh, 31st minute. Plays over the top. Header. At least I won a handball. That'll be offside. Good. Goal kick. Yep. It is perfect timing. Playing over the top. Here comes Forge. Becker drops it back. Bad giveaway. Here comes Nelson the other way. Advantage played somehow. I don't know. James Cook extend with the Bills. Yep. 33rd minute, 1-2. Oh. Beating PSG isn't for everybody. Yep. Playing forward, that's out for a throw for Forge. Because they're Tottenham. It's the history of the Tottenham. That's how they found a way to lose games. Even though they won a trophy, they still lose games. Goal kick, or Bemmer gets the ball, he'll take the goal kick, 33rd minute. So, Vancouver's going to win a 4th straight Voyagers Cup. There's no damn way. Oh! Brian Wright ties it up! Horrible giveaway by Vancouver. And Forge gets it back to a tie game. Brian Wright. Said it would get confusing. He gets the goal. Horrible giveaway. He gets the ball from Ampoma. Good pressing from Forge. Ampoma presses Utvik, steals the ball. Brian Wright makes no mistake after he gets the ball from Ampoma. Ampoma with a goal and assist, and Brian Wright makes it 2-2. Thank God the away goals do not matter in this Canadian Championship anymore. Keep it tied or just win the damn game. That'd be nice. Nobody said it was going to be easy. That was just idiotic. 34th minute. That's what's called we got ours back. When it comes to the offside, we got ours back. They made a horrible mistake. They didn't track Ampoma the first time, but that is what it is. They made a horrible mistake that leads to us getting a goal after their bullshit offside. It really should be 1-1, but I'll take 2-2. Yeah. I'll take 2-2. Now, of course, let's keep it pushing. Don't screw up again. We need at least one more goal, if not two. Free kick the other way. That was a risky tackle. 35th minute. 2-2 is good. Without away goals, that's a good thing. We'll take it. We will take it. I'll take 2-2 in the leg, too. Without away goals? Yeah, I agree. I would take it, too. Without away goals as well. I would take it without it. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't. Away goals aren't a thing anymore. Away goals aren't a thing in Can Champ anymore. Two. I don't know why you wouldn't. Away goals don't matter anymore in this tournament. That's why Forge won the tie against Montreal. It was a 1-0 lead on aggregate. Well, they would have won with away goals anyway, as long as they scored a goal. So that's out. Away goals don't matter anymore, is my point in this tournament. Oh, Mario Gonzalez, formerly of LAFC, went back to Burgos FC after getting his contract terminated with LAFC. Goal kick for Forge. I mean, I mean, the UEFA Champions League got rid of away goals. All the UEFA tournaments don't have away goals. Can-Champ doesn't have it. I don't know if I like it, per se. I don't know if I like away goals being gone. But if it helps Forge, I won't complain. Let's just not recognize that for like 5 minutes. I don't know if I like it as an overall arching situation, though. That's my idea. Don't steal it, but I agree with you. I was the one who said that shit first. Because I feel like I was. Ball crossed in. Headed away. Forge trying to press for a winner. They've been the better team for most of the game, I would say. On the balance of everything, I think they've been better. This is going better than I could have expected. I didn't say it was great, but it's going better than I could have expected. Yeah, I said that before him, though. Like, I've been saying the Conference League winner should play the Europa League winner for like 3 years. I could have sworn I've said that before today. But I even said it on my Super Cup stream. So I said it before him. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out, but let me think it does. Let me think it does. 39th minute. I've been saying that shit since the Conference League became a thing. I feel like I've said that before. Saved by Cole a lot. Oh, he almost screwed that up horribly. Come on. Got to be smarter than that. Huh. 39th minute. 2-2. He's going to wear that championship till the freaking world title reign is over. So 1,000-something days or whatever. As long as the world championship reign goes on. It might be 4 years, and if we go back to back, it might be 8. I will say, though, I did actually prefer the actual World Heavyweight Championship, though. I preferred the big gold belt, personally, when he wore that for the first couple of days before he actually got the Chelsea belt. You can't tell me. The big gold just works. The big gold belt just works. Now, if it was me, I'd prefer the 2011 version that Christian and Randy Orton held, but I guess second best would be the Chrome Ryan WCW version of the big gold belt. And then I guess third place would be the one John Cena held. That last reign. Oh, and the WWE World title reign as well. Those last 2 world title reigns with the big gold belt. Shot for Becker! Wide. 41st minute. But personally, my favorite big gold belt is the 2011 2D gold. Like, you really could tell where the gold was casted, like around the words. Like, there was just like deeper gold, like around the words etching. Sort of similar to the Chrome Ryan WCW version, but the 2011 WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt that Christian and Randy Orton wore, like in May and June of 2011, that version. The Milliken version, I love that belt. I do. I love that version of the big gold, the Milliken cast version. The Milliken 2D cast version. Jaden Nelson cutting through, saved by Cole a lot. And luckily enough, that will not be a corner. Then I guess second most would be the WCW Chrome Ryan version, which kind of similar to the Milliken cast version, which I think he casted it from a Chrome Ryan. belt. Header saved by Kolalot. I think that's why it looks the way it does. And then, of course, my third favorite. There's been like 5 or 6 world heavyweight title big gold belts. There's been like 5 or 6. If you watch Hazard F5's video about it, there's been like 5 or 6 big gold belts. It's not been the same one all this time. There was like 5 versions of one certain belt. And if you want to count the current big gold, well, there's 6 or 7. My third favorite would be John Cena, the 3D with the croc backing on the back of the belt. The one that John Cena held in 2013 and 14. Because John Cena held it. Red backing is kind of cool, though, but the one that John Cena basically retired. Well, Brock was the last person to hold it for 5 minutes. Nobody even remembers that. Well, I guess people do, but as soon as he came out on Raw the next night, he didn't even come out with the old WWE World Heavyweight Championship. They presented him with a network logo belt. He only held that thing for 5 minutes. I don't even think he stayed out there after he beat Cena for 5 minutes. It might have been 3. The last person to have a meaningful run with a big gold belt before they brought out the new WWE version was John Cena. When he had the unified belt after the Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't know if I like the current WWE World Heavyweight Championship, though. I don't know if I like it. Like, I like the fact they based it off the big gold belt. What I don't like is the globe being painted black. I also don't like the WWE logo in front of the globe. You still have the big WWE logo. I kind of like the tooling. I like the world champion banners. I think it looks better on a white strap. I think the women's world title looks better than the men's world title. I think it looks much better, at least the current version, on a white strap. I really do. But that's the woman's belt. So I think if they painted the globe blue or even red, blue. Like the IC title looks better with a blue globe and blue accents, the current one. I think the same could be said for the current World Heavyweight Championship. I like the tooling. I like the fact that it's based off the big gold belt. But if they didn't do it under Jay, they ain't going to do it under anybody. The black globe just doesn't, with the WWE silver logo over it, I don't know. I don't know. I like that it's based off the big gold. I like the tooling on the front plate or on the plates. I think it looks better on a white strap. But either way, 30 seconds left of the first half here. I think they should have just brought back the original big gold belt with a network logo on it, but that was never going to happen. Well, it depends on the type of pizza you get at Little Caesars. But the crazy bread is amazing, I agree. Crazy bread just hits. But if you get a pepperoni pizza, it ain't that bad. It depends on the type of pizza you get. If you get a pepperoni pizza, you should be fine. If you try to get creative, you're going to get screwed over. It's not going to be good. Is it halftime or a free kick? It's halftime, 2-2 at the half. I wouldn't. If I'm going to Little Caesars, I'm going to get a pepperoni pizza and some crazy bread. In my opinion. Yeah, that's your problem then. If you're going to Little Caesars, crazy bread and pepperoni pizza. Take my advice. Take my advice. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats. Forge, it's 2-2. We'll take it. Now hold on at the very least. If not, win outright. We'll be back. Sit tight. 2-2. Let's see. Open Cup. By the way, before we take a break, Open Cup is not started yet. There's still a rain delay there, which is funny. Central American Cup hadn't started yet either. Nope. Okay. So, we're good there. Sit tight, be back. We'll take a short break at half, talk about the stats, get there. We'll get back and we'll talk about it. Sit tight, be back. We're back for the stats at the half. We got 48% possession to 52% possession, 5 shots to 10, 3 shots on goal to 6, 190 accurate passes, 86% pass accuracy to 210, 88%, 4 fouls to 3, 2 corners to 3, 5 shots to 10, 3 shots on goal to 6. We have 222 pass to 238, 86% pass accuracy to 88. We have 11 throws to 8, 1 offside to 1, 1 yellow to 0, 0 reds to 0, 2-2 at the half. And I think Forge have slightly been the better team. I think they've been the slightly better team. They look like a team who's been unbeaten for 21 straight games. They're doing well. I think this is going much better than anybody could have expected. A tie game at the half. They probably should be winning 2-1 or at least a 1-1 draw. Vancouver's made a couple of mistakes. I don't think there's anything to be mad about. I think Forge, they've never stopped competing. They've still been tough. They've played hard. They're doing what they said they would do. But we'll see how the second half goes. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing from Forge. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy for them to win this match. I'm not going to say that they could still. I'm not going to say that it's impossible they lose. They're doing their job. They got to keep playing the way they're playing. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. Vancouver's going to have their moments. It's Vancouver. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It was never going to be easy. Nobody said it was ever going to be easy when it came to this game. It ain't easy, but we're going to see how the second half goes. I hope Forge could keep fighting. Keep fighting it. But we're going to see how the second half. It's 1-0. The Jays will come back. It's only the 4th inning. It's only 1 down. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Besides, they could still win the series tomorrow if they lost tonight. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That's interesting. Just 54% of U.S. adults report drinking alcohol, hitting a record low. Good. 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 Let's see. That's interesting. Well, that would obviously be. Yeah. Thought so. Second half about to start. Yeah, there's a graph that says how common your birthday is. I thought mine was less common, to be honest. I thought my birthday was going to be less common. No, it's down the middle. It's down the middle, but you know, I would have expected it to be a little bit less common. But how they pick up that, well, who knows? 2-2, second half about to start. Let's see, have they started the Open Cup game yet? No, it's still raining. Not again. What do you know? Can Champ or Central American Cup, Sporting San Miguelito, Dillon hadn't started yet. We'll keep an eye on it. Lol. Not again. Now the Whitecaps have woken up. Watch out. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how the game plays out. I wish Vancouver the best. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy for Forge. It's never going to be easy. I knew that going in. Certainly won't be easy at BC Place either. Certainly wasn't going to be easy at BC Place either. But if Forge goes through the champions, they'll be the champions this year. If they don't, they won't. It's that simple. We'll see how it plays out. Second half about to start soon. Thomas Muller, he's very good. Thomas Muller is one of the best players in German national team history. Very good Bayern Munich legend. He's going to be good. I believe he's going to be good for Vancouver, yeah. I'd be surprised if he wasn't. You must focus on CONCACAF more than I do. But no, Thomas Muller is a very good player. He's a very good player. Vancouver's got a good one. Question is how long. I'm just a Forge fan. Dude, I'm just a Forge fan. And we're off. And we're off 2-2. And the second half begins. Can Forge? Oh, that's a bad giveaway. Oh, no. Huh. No substitutions at the half. far as I can tell, no. Vancouver. Well, honestly, them making subs wouldn't be the smartest, considering they've definitely rotated their bench. .46 minute. They're going to have to at some point, but they took their best bench players and played them. So, throw in. Red Bull versus Phillies, a weather delay. Yep, we know. It's raining again in Philadelphia. Didn't expect that. 47th minute. Prizo plays forward. Free kick for Vancouver. Yes. We got a lot of Central American Cup and Caribbean Cup to do. We got Leagues Cup to finish. We got Central American Cup to do. We got Caribbean Cup to do. I don't think there's... Of course, we also have the World Cup qualifiers, so... I did too. Rob McElhaney lied. That's out for a goal kick. Playing forward is Forge. Well, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Prediction for Philadelphia versus Red Bull. Philadelphia wins 3-1. Yep. Philadelphia's been the better team of the two this whole year, so I don't see why it would be anything different than a Philly win. 48th minute. And Brian White is down. That's not good news for the Whitecaps. Hopefully he's okay. Leagues Cup, a draw. Not a public draw. They'll probably do the draw for the tournament behind closed doors, and I'm doing well, soccer guy. I'm doing well. 50th minute. See who's warming up. 50th minute, 2-2. Isn't getting subbed off just yet, but we're going to see how the second half, or what's going to happen there. Throw in for Forge. Playing forward. Rama. Plays it backwards, 51st minute. I'd understand the complaint if Vancouver didn't play on turf too. If one team plays on turf and the other does, they both play on turf, what's the complaint? Ooh. Substitution, Sabi on for Brian White. So they are subbing off Brian White. Emmanuel Sabi is on. Gives Berhalter the captain's armband. Out for a goal kick. Goal kick. Header. Ooh. "52nd minute. Ford's trying to play it slowly. Don't know if that's the best idea, but we'll over the bar. Borges shoots it over the bar. "44th, 43rd minute. Fords are the best. I mean, they're doing pretty well. Vancouver's still Vancouver, though. This could get shaky. Playing Ford. Saved over the bar. Yeah. I got it. 55th minute. Cross in. Header. Ooh. "55th minute. That's cool. Nice. Current or old? I don't think so, no. No. Cross in. That hits the side netting, 55th minute. "2-2. 2024, okay. So it's not a Club World Cup champions jersey. when they beat Chelsea that one time. Corner. Oh, nice. Saying eBay makes me think of Weird Al, the Weird Al song. Cross in, headed away. Oh. Okay, then. 57th minute. What are the chances of the other Ottawa or Vancouver? The other Vancouver defeats Ottawa. Ottawa's the better team of the two. Ottawa's the second best team in the CPL. I don't see over 2 legs. I don't see Vancouver FC having any chance of beating Ottawa. Calgary's been a bit shaky recently. Ottawa, they're not forged, but they're the second best team this year in the CPL. So I don't think they have a chance. I think Ottawa will make the final, and the question is will it be Vancouver Whitecaps most likely? Or will it be Forge somehow? They got to travel either way. Blocked away. True, they do play in Langley. Yes. If they play each other, if the final ends up being Vancouver Whitecaps versus Vancouver FC, yeah, we'll use that. Vancouver Whitecaps versus Langley FC, we'll use that. Javon Badwall coming on and Matthias Laborda coming on for Vancouver Whitecaps. 58th minute. Still 2-2. See the other scores. Central American Cup 1-0. Sporting San Miguelito above Diriahen. Okay. Open Cup has not started yet. Once again, that's got to be crazy. Playing forward. Two fixtures of the same tournament of the same 2 teams. It was already postponed, and then weather could do it again. That'd be crazy. Like that's just something. Playing forward. Well, that worked out to a certain extent. 59th minute. Out for a Vancouver throw. Smart play. Yes, I did. Getting rid of Matty Longstaff for Jules Anthony Vilsant's a good deal. Vilsant's a solid player. He's got a good potential. More useful than Longstaff is. Playing forward, Brian Wright goes down in the box. No penalty. Be a goal kick for Vancouver. If John Herdman was still there, I guess that was the goal. The goal was probably, if John Herdman was still there, yeah, that would probably be the goal for Matty and Sean to play together on TFC. John Herdman ain't there no more because he loves drones. 60th minute. I would agree. Vilson's a good build-around piece, yes. Oh, and Henry. Well, I mean, Herdman didn't get fired because of his results. He got fired because of the drones. He's still better than Fraser, yeah. I don't know about how much, but '62nd minute, 2-2. Throw in. Okay. '63rd minute. Oh. Huh. That's good then. Yeah, I feel like I did hear his name during the Conference League run. Yeah. Feels like that's why that's familiar. Yeah. Two to two. Mm. No, not really. 65th minute. If I'm gonna eat a Tootsie Roll, I'm just gonna get a damn Tootsie Roll. That just makes more sense. Like, seriously though. Shot save by Cola Lot. Like, why would I eat a Tootsie Roll pop just to get a Tootsie Roll when I could just buy Tootsie Rolls? Or same thing with the bubble gum lollipops. If I wanted bubble gum, why couldn't I just buy Hubba Bubba bubble gum or whatever, right? Like the bubble gum lollipops and Tootsie Roll pops are just a hard way to get to what you really want, which would be the Tootsie Roll or the bubble gum. That's what people really want. Nice Roddy Piper reference. Nice Roddy Piper reference. Good job. Good job. Good job. '67th minute. '67th minute. 2-2. Just keep going. Just keep it close. Good block. Jabrapur plays it forward. No room to really play it forward for Becker. All right. '68th minute. If Man United was playing in the Super Cup, do you think they would have beat PSG? No, they would have lost outright. Forget blowing it. They would have lost outright. Man United would have got stomped out. They wouldn't even have had the lead to begin with. Man United wouldn't even have overplayed expectations for 85 minutes. They would have just sucked the whole way. I don't think they would have had a lead at all, let alone a 2-goal lead. I don't think so. That's just my opinion, though. 2 substitutions for Forge about to be made. Jabrapur is down. Masunda and Babuli are coming on for Forge. '69th minute. And Poma, the goal scorer and assist. For Masunda, Schwanyerov for Babuli. All right. Goal kick. 70th minute, 2-2. Jabrapur is back on. Krispy Kreme as part of their fall donuts back. Well, that's good. Donuts sound good right now. Probably just regular old donuts, but, you know, I don't think I would. I don't think I would go with like a super frosted donut, but either way. Oh, pumpkin spice latte's back too. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Rojas play for Portland if that. Wait. Is it Portland? That's a free kick for Vancouver, 71st minute. It's kind of crazy. See what the other score is. 2-0 for Sporting San Miguelito over Didiahen. Yes, Portland. I think that'd be a good move. Open Cup still hasn't started yet. What happens if it gets rained out again? Like, what happens? Like, there's no opening for them to play it. Well, Portland or Philadelphia and Red Bull didn't advance. So, knowing that's the case, maybe they just replay it during one of the Leafs Cup weeks. I guess. Yes. I guess so. Free kick, 72nd minute. That's the only thing that makes sense, really. Exactly a week till Dunks releases their fall stuff. I have the day off, so I'll be there. Nice. 72nd minute. You got to be kidding me. I would say late August, yes. Cross in. Goal kick the other way. You got to be kidding me. WWE may be changing the planned date of John Cena's final match, so it's on the same day as AEW World's End, which is December 27th. Originally, the final John Cena match was going to be in early December at Saturday night's main event. Well, that's a good point. There's nothing at all going on December 27th. If John Cena has his final match that day. What, like 4 days away from New Year? Desperate much? Playing forward is forward, 74th minute. Yep, 2-0 for San Miguelito. We brought that up. 74th minute. Forge, it's still 2-2. They've been solid. Playing forward. That'll be cleared away, 74th minute. FS2. Nice. One soccer as well. Wait, are you saying that AEW... Wait, are you saying that episode, like that December 27th show for WWE is in Toronto? Or AEW World's End is in Toronto? Well, I don't know if it'll stay in Toronto if they move John Cena's last match to December 27th. But if John Cena ended his career in Toronto, that'd be pretty cool. They deserve a full face match of him. Jensen coming on for Forge. Phylon coming on for Forge. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining that John Cena's last match would be later in December. AEW All Out. Oh yeah, they're gonna be there. What, in like a month? Wait, that's when they were gonna do Fastlane. WWE. Yeah. Yeah, AEW All Out's gonna be in Toronto. Yeah, but that's not what they were talking about. They are gonna counter program All Out as well, though. Oh yeah, WWE is counter programming All Out as well. Fastlane in Indianapolis. playing forward. Which, honestly, if we're going to just pull out a bullshit pay-per-view, Indianapolis having a fast lane makes complete sense. It's Indianapolis. Fast lane at Indianapolis, you're damn right that makes sense. Playing forward, 77th minute. Two. So I got us out with AEW there. And if I'm watching it, I'm going to be watching John Cena face Brock Lesnar at freaking Fastlane. Because it sounds like that's where they're going to put the match. Free kick for Vancouver, 77th minute. Free kick. Berhalter to take. The first goal they got was set off a free kick. Header punched away. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? They almost did it again, Forge. Letting them score off a set-up free kick. That's out for a throw for Forge. At least they got it away this time. 78th minute. 12 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Playing forward. Crossed in. And he loses the ball. But they don't. They get it back. Jensen. Cross. Header. Goal kick. Rama with a header goes way over. 79th minute. The Blue Jays got to run back, and they have 2 on, 2 outs. Vladdy is batting first and second. But if they get it out, the inning's over. But the Blue Jays got to run back. I told you. I told you they'd figure it out. 79th minute. Getting to the 80th minute, 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Playing over the top, but that's going to get to Bemer. Miami got another center back. Yep. Piovi, Gonzalo Piovi from Cruz Azul. It's a good move. He's solid. I don't see how this one's a failure, but either way. 80th minute, 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Cross in, saved by Kolalot. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. 2-2 still between both teams. It is a draw. Away goals, thank God they don't count if you're a Forge fan. If you're a Vancouver fan, well, you're still going home for the second leg on September 16th. So, Forge has been solid, though. They have a chance, which is all you can ask for. They have a chance going into the second leg, which is all you can ask for. You didn't want it to be over at the end of tonight. It certainly isn't. Especially without the away goals. Throw in for Forge. Especially with the away goal rule being gone. Playing forward. Rama. It's going to go out for a goal kick, 81st minute, 9 minutes plus stoppage time. We need a leader at center back. I agree. See what the score is. Still 2-0 for Sporting versus Dillon. And the Open Cup game still hasn't started yet. If you just wanted to know. Hajabrapur playing it back. That almost was a disaster. Jensen. Over the top. Hell, FS2's calling him Vancouver Langley. Babuli. I don't think they've done that until today, but I think they're trying to make it obvious one's not the other. Free kick. Nope. That'll be cleared. 82nd minute. Akinyota Janssen. I don't think FS2's ever called Vancouver FC Vancouver Langley, but I guess now, considering it needs to be completely obvious. Cross in. Header. That'll be cleared by Vancouver. 82nd minute. I agree. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Shador won't play on Saturday against Philly, or it sounds like he won't. That sucks for him. That sucks that Shador won't play. At least they're trying. I agree. Nelson. Free kick for Vancouver. I think that's a bit harsh, but okay. 83rd minute. Jensen brings him down. I think it's a bit harsh, but it's a free kick for Vancouver. 83rd minute. We know who's taking it. We know who's taking it, that's for sure. Jensen, 84th minute, yellow card. I think Forge has been the better team for most of the game, really. They've done well. Arguably, you could say they could have won. I still feel like that first goal for Vancouver was offside. I still feel like Forge got screwed there, which in the end, they still would have won 2-1, but, you know, what can you do? Second goal, you can't really let that happen, but Berhalter to take the free kick, 84th minute. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Over the bar. Goal kick. Berhalter went for it. Our center back depth should look good now. Noah Allen's a good center back. Noah Allen's been amazing this year. He's turned out to be a damn good player. All the respect in the world for him. He's turned out to be a damn good player. Tristan Blackman with a cross, or played it to Nelson, who crossed it to Brian White. That was the second goal. Cabrera is on. 85th minute. Playing down, that's going to go out for a goal kick. Jaden Nelson's off for Cabrera. They are bringing him back. I thought it was obviously they were bringing him back, or it was confirmed. Honestly, though, he won them the titles that he won them. They've been somewhat solid recently. Honestly, it didn't work out for him anywhere else. He didn't get what he wanted out of it. The Mexico job did not go his way. The Tigres job didn't go his way. Honestly, sometimes you got to go back to where everybody knows your name. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Ba, 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 and they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see your troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. I had to do that. Header wide. Nobody gets that reference. Damn. I hope somebody at least gets that reference. Jesus Christ. Am I that much of an old head? Jeez. '87th minute. Any good fall movies? I have no idea. Twilight? Well, actually, no. Twilight! I mean, if you haven't seen the Twilight movies already, I'll count Twilight as a fall movie. I'll count it. Any of the movies, really. I'll count it. But I think you're talking about new or Halloween movies. Sabi plays through, played over the top, 87th minute. I've heard that song enough. Okay, so you knew it was Cheers. Okay. 87th minute. 2-2. 88, 89, 3 minutes plus stoppage time. If that's a free kick, I swear. Goal kick. Okay, good. Halloween Town, whatever that 3D Halloween movie is. Is it Halloween Town or something? I know what I'm talking about. It's Halloween Town, right? It ain't called. About the haunted house, but it's not called Haunted House. That 3D movie. I know what I'm talking about, but the one that's always on Cartoon Network. Every Halloween. That one. That's a cult classic. Oh, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yes. Oh, man, I wish. Oh, man, I wish. I know somebody who would be very happy to watch Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown with me. I wish. No, it isn't you. Blitzo and Rory know where I'm going with this. Blitzo and Rory know where I'm going with this. Halloween Town has been added to the list. '89th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. I have Charlie Brown, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown on DVD. It's over there somewhere. I know I still have it on DVD. I didn't get rid of those. I think it's on Paramount Plus anyway. Or wait. Either way. '90th minute. Back when they used to be distributed by Paramount, by the way. Back when the Peanuts movies were distributed by Paramount. It's that old. It's freaking 19 years old. When it comes to the DVDs. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Those Peanuts DVDs that I have are freaking 19 years old. It was when Paramount still distributed them. Maybe 20, actually. Well, it depends on when they were actually, what's the word? Pressed. By the time they were pressed, it might be 20. Bought, I think 19, but 19 or 20 years. Playing forward. Oh, free kick for Vancouver. 4 minutes to go, still 2-2. I'll take the draw if it holds. If Forge could win it late, I'll take it. Well, of course I would take it. Huh. 91st minute. Player down. He got the ball. That 40 red was so dumb. I agree. He got the ball. They got screwed. Portland got screwed. I'll still stand by that. They got screwed. They didn't help themselves, but they definitely got screwed. They didn't help themselves, but they got screwed. '93rd minute. Goal kick for Vancouver. Just hold on. Just hold on, Portland. Okay. 93rd minute, 2-2. Still haven't seen Beetlejuice. I haven't either. I've heard the movie is good. It's out for a throw. I've heard the movie is good, but, I haven't seen it. But honestly, the first thing I think of when I think of Beetlejuice is Howard Stern Beetlejuice. This is Beetle. He's as bad as Ken, and he knows he's the best. This is Beetle. When I think of Beetlejuice, I think of Beetle. I don't think of the musical or the movie. I think of Beetle from Howard Stern. About 24 hours? '94th minute. Over the top. Headed away. What are we doing? Free kick for Forge. Good. That should be it. Let's go Raptors. Let's hope they're better this year. Let's hope I actually watch games besides the Summer League and NBA Cup. That's the hope. I'm watching games past the turn of the year. Hell, past November is my hope. My point being is I hope the Raptors are in the playoff hunt. That's what I hope. Just be in the hunt. Don't be so bad to where you're not. 95th minute. Playing forward. Jensen still keeps it alive. Good job, Rama. 95th minute, and he gave it away. Good job. Luckily, not totally. That's out for a throw. 95-35. Yeah. I figured they'll be better. By watching Summer League, they got a damn good bench. We know at least the 905 is going to be really good. That's for sure. '96th minute. Summer League was a good sign, though. Throw in for Forge. throw in for Vancouver. That's, if I get a pumpkin, I will. If I get a pumpkin, I will. The question is, will I throw in? Well, it's similar to the 98 jersey, but I like it. And it's full time. Full time, 2-2. We'll take that. Forge draws at home. We'll take that. 2-2. We'll take it. Arguably, they were the better team anyway. Arguably, they were the better team tonight anyway. They're showing a re-air of the Super Cup because of the rain delay. With that being said, there you go. Forge gets a draw. They have a chance going into the second leg at BC Place. That's all you could ask for. We'll take it. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once you're subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this match. And I'll see you tomorrow for a live watch-along and review of Shayla Hoover's Raul Esteli. It's a late one, 9 o'clock, Central American Cup. But we'll be back tomorrow as well. So one stream, one review tomorrow. We still have the review for this game. So there it is. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. We'll take it.